Hey, child-free besties. This is Dr. Angela L. Harris, the visionary and founder of No Bibs, Burps, Bottles, the #1 platform and online community that celebrates, empowers, and inspires African-American Black child-free women to live their best child-free life. Now, before we get into this video, stop what you're doing. I need you to press the subscribe button because it's viewers like you that helps propel the YouTube channel forward. So today's video is just featuring me, a little bit more about the person behind the brand of No Bibs, Burps, Bottles. I get questions all the time in my DMs, from my Facebook group, from people that I meet at my pop-up shops, wanting to know a little bit more about why I started No Bibs, Burps, Bottles, and quite frankly, a little bit more about me. I'm going to try to tailor it from obviously a child-free perspective, a child-free lens. Question number 1 is, what was my major in college? So this is my opportunity to shout out the nation's first HBCU, founded in 1837, Cheyney University in Pennsylvania. That's my alma mater. I love it. See you. And my major at Cheyney was communication arts. And the way I connect that to what I'm doing today, I think it prepared me to be a great podcaster. Believe it or not, I wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to be on BET News. I wanted to be an anchor person. And I had really great experiences while at Cheyney. I wrote for the Cheyney Record, which was our newspaper. I also had an internship at Channel 12. I also did some news reporting. And so I think all of that experience prepared me for the interviews that I do with Childfree Sistahs, the way I'm able to communicate. And yeah, that was my major at Cheyney University. Question number 2. You're in a sorority. So tell me about sorority life. I thought that was just for college. I'm a member of the first African-American sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. So I was initiated in Delta Iota chapter at Cheyney University. I'm now in a graduate chapter in Charlotte, North Carolina. And yes, I'm still financial and I'm still active. And I know a lot of times people think sorority life is just for undergrads or it's just a college thing. And that might be some people's experience. It's not mine. I've enjoyed being a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha since fall 1991. I connected with being child free is that obviously there are a multitude of women from different backgrounds and experiences that are part of this large sorority. So again, I'm not going around saying, are you child free? Are you child free? Are you child free? Just like the child free community and the child free Black community has different experiences, different backgrounds. I don't speak for every Black child free woman, but just like the sorority that I'm in, these women come together and we have a mission to serve our community, and we all come from different backgrounds. Now, of course, there's an opportunity for me to talk about being child free and to get some of my sorority sisters, which they are, supporting my brand No Bibs, Burps, Bottles, and they're supporting me as a sorority sister. So that's how I connected, and I'm always open to having a conversation with my sorority sisters who are mommies or child free to just let them know a little bit more about me and have them support the brand. Question number 3. Who is your celebrity child free crush? I love Tracee Ellis Ross. I think she is beautiful, she is talented, she is funny. I first came to know of her when she was on the show Girlfriends, and she has been coming out lately just dropping little nuggets about being over 50 or 50, and her body is banging. She's just really positive about where she is in life. And I think that's something that I try to not only live by example for myself, but also encouraging other older, mature women to live their authentic life, their best child-free life, their best life in general, to embrace your body, to embrace the position that you're in life. Another reason why I love Tracee Ellis Ross is that she reminds me so much of my best friend. They have some similarities, curly hair. They're both funny as heck. And so I think every time I see Tracee Ellis Ross, I see my best friend in her, who's not child free, by the way. But I love Tracee Ellis Ross. And if you ever see this video, I love you. And I would love to interview you, Tracee Ellis Ross. And I would love to know a little bit more about your child free life. So if you get a chance, maybe try to get this video to Tracee Ellis Ross. Question number 4. Share more about your pet, Lenny. Okay, now I highlight Lenny on my Instagram a lot, on my Facebook a lot, and I know everybody thinks that child-free women are just crazy cat ladies. We're gonna throw that out the window. We're not crazy cat ladies. However, some of us have fur babies, and that's what I consider Lenny, my fur baby. So Lenny is a rescue. I rescued him, and he was malnourished. He was found on the highway, didn't look good, broke out a bunch of crates because of his anxiety. And I was actually fostering him because I love dogs. I had dogs growing up. And so I was at this time in my life where I wanted a dog. I wanted some unconditional love and some affection. Little did I know that this little dude was going to give me a run for my money. But I do believe that when you are interested in a pet, there's so many beautiful dogs who need homes, so many, unfortunately, abused dogs that need homes. And so before going out to spend a bunch of money on a pet just because they have this popular name or they're a popular brand, please check your local shelter and maybe consider fostering or adopting a dog that's been through a lot and needs some love and attention. I have such a great relationship because he knows my temperament. So when I'm down, when I'm sad, when I'm crying, he'll come and put his head in between my legs, and he just feels my energy and gives me a lot of love. So that's a little bit about my Lenny boy, who's a pit bull mix. Question number 5. You recently did a class lecture, and can we know more about that? I was recently a guest presenter or guest lecturer at Michigan State University, and this came by surprise. So I got contacted by a professor, and they had come across my Instagram and my podcast, and they were teaching a class on reproductive justice and wanted me to speak. And so I spoke to a classroom, and it was virtual, of 26 students, I believe. And I was able to share a little bit more about no Bibs, Burps bottles, my experience being a Black child-free woman. The questions were great, the chat was lit, and it was just a great opportunity to not only propel me forward as a speaker, but to propel no Bibs, Burps bottles forward as a brand. And so I enjoyed the opportunity speaking to that class. Pat, if you are watching, thank you so much for believing in me. Thank you so much for your interest in my story. And thank you so much for allowing me to highlight no Bibs, Burps bottles and the child-free community. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments what interesting fact stood out to you about me. Please subscribe. And until next time, remember, womanhood is not synonymous with motherhood. Peace.